Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is me, once again the Densh, bringing you another Let's Play gameplay commentary thingy-majigger. You know the drill, that's how I always open nowadays. Or as David says, greetings, hail and ahoy. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm going to play Amnesia Machine for Pigs. I played the first game, The Dark Descent. I loved it. I played Justine. I loved that game too. The first game I have ever I would consider be an actual terrifying experience, like an actual adrenaline rush. So I know what to expect in this game, or at least the first two games set the barrier. No, the first two games set the bar. So I am fairly certain what I am going to expect in this game. I'm actually feeling very confident. So let's not tally. Let's get this thing on. Let's get this thing going. A human heart. This seems very medically correct. Does this game have something to do with biology? A lot of biology about the human anatomy, human form, human structure? Perhaps. It's still just loading. Just loading. And as and of course, as I have forewarned people earlier, I said that I was going to be playing this game when I am home alone. Yes, this weekend I am home alone. My mother is in Italy and my dad is somewhere I have no idea. So it's the optimal gaming experience for me. It's a dark room, it's no one else in the house, and I got the curtains shut and headphones on high volume. This is going to be pretty intense, I am at least hoping. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson.
Daddy, please don't kill me.
Sounds like the same voice actor for Daniel. Why is the screen red? Is that a robot? A cell of sorts? Okay, I understand the controls. I played Penumbra. You used to click and drag the mouse to control the character. So someone was just in here. Curiosity strikes. I wonder who it was. And I faint again? No, not faint. Faint? Not fate. Well, I can't say I really gathered anything from the intro other than it seems to be in a very industrial era, probably the Industrial Revolution period, perhaps. Wine, spill some wine over. Not good. I just need to raise the mouse sensitivity. I like having a high mouse sensitivity. No, not enough. Slightly too much. Okay, that'll do, I think. No, a little less, just a little less. Perfect. Alright, so... Right. Why is the bed in a cage? This is the first time I've ever seen this sort of thing. A cage surrounds the bed. That is genuinely terrifying just to look at it, just imagining what sort of thing is going through the captor's mind. Who is wanting me to stay here and for what purpose? Alright, so still a wardrobe. Can I open this? No. A note. In my dreams, I see a man, dressed in jaguar skins and feathered like a blooded saint. What came from the heart lubricated us. It crushed evil under its thread and liberated us all. The offensive odor, stinking, noisome. I see. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, whatever. The fetid heat of the jungle, mirrored somewhere behind my forehead. My temple pounds, the blood boils in my skull. It feels as if there is something alive there. A rat, a damn rat, gnawing through my brains, eating its way out into the world. Even the laudanum would not quell its endless hunger. I hear my children playing in the attic, but it fills me with terror, not love. What desperate thoughts are these? What is this? Nothing. Books. Uninteresting. Were those footsteps? What about this one? That is a pig head. Looks very decorative. Decorative. Yes, right click first. Ooh, a Bible. What's this? Another wine bottle? Biblia. Is that Latin? Sounds my first guess would be Spanish, Italian, maybe Latin. Ooh. Okay, so you don't need any tinder boxes now. So is this... Yeah, it's a light bulb. Alright, light bulb. It's early 1900s, late 1800s. Electricity is going in its full. Oh, is that a lamp? Rub it, make a wish? No, it doesn't work that way. Right, serious business. Is that a lock? That is a lock. Don't think there's anything else I can do. Is there tin boxes? No. Guess I'll just proceed on. Hold shift to sprint. I don't sprint very fast. Okay. Am I the daddy here? I'm assuming. No, can't be. Journal. Why? My journal. Found documents. Yes, that was the one I found in my room. My journal. A fever dream. I wake alone, to a house in silence. That missing sound of children playing is like a dark and fecund sepulchre. Producing or capable of producing offspring. Sepulchre. A burial tomb or grave. Aha, I see. A dark figure sepulchre, beckoning me to begin a descent to the low, where surely only bodies may be found. No matter, my children call, and I shall answer them. I will find them. A slightly ajar door, leading into the bathroom. Porcelain? This is a very... Okay. So it seems like a very, yeah, I'd probably guess 1900s. I heard this game was supposed to be set somewhere in England. Staircase leading up. I told one of my friends to accompany me in a TeamSpeak channel. I just told him that he would meet me here once he was back.
I held your hand and watched the blood pool through your legs. You lived long enough to see Edward, but not Enid. I will take care of you, Mother. I promise you this.
Very well. Another pig. That looks very disturbing. Is that broken glasses? But for some, oh, it's a mask. Here's another mask. I have to say, they look pretty disturbing. But on second thought, they remind me of Hogs of War. And for those who don't know, Hogs of War was an old PlayStation 1 game where basically was the first turn-based strategy game that was in 3D. Another caged bed, and this one is also open. Which means that there's probably something else free other than me. I like the green lamps. We need to find a lantern to use first. Right. Are these locks? Right, well, only one way to go now. Knowing the first game, I'm very certain nothing really bad will happen until later. There's a ball. Basketball. I heard the noise of a door closing. Ah, there's a hash in the ceiling. Another drinking glass. Can't open. What the hell is that? Oh. That is just a pile of... yeah, that's just a pile of clothes. Look like the skin of some animal. Right. Well, time to... yeah, addicts.
There's a bad man coming.
By all means, I am seriously hoping they're referring to me. And that is not a game hint. This is too dark for comfort. Is there a sanity system in this game? Like in Dark Descent? Oh, damn. Be careful not to attract unwanted attention with the beam. Yes, I remember that. In Dark Descent, the lantern, it did a surrounding... it illuminated the darkness in a surrounding manner, but this is like focused, which means it'll reach longer, but it'll also like focus all the light in one spot, which can be very disturbing. What's this? Daddy says there won't be a Christmas this year. He is much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He's ever so busy. He's gone for work before she wakes us, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing, and hid it with a rolling pin. Later, we crept downstairs to bury the body, when everyone was asleep. There was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffling about. Then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious. We think he'd been crying again. What does Daddy have to cry about? Does this thing go on batteries? Dead mice. Looks like something been eating on them. Alright, small children. Are you behind here? Of course not. There's another mask over there. I can move this. Amnesia was one of those games that punished people for exploring, because when you explored all the areas you could, it was you would all like potentially trigger all the scare things. God damn it. I'm okay. Oh, that's a tool. I know what's that in Swedish. It's called a rubank. I'm not sure what it's called in English, but never mind. That's probably not important. So this must have been... So they mentioned a nanny. Gramophone. I believe this must be their playpen, their room in the attic. Baby crying. Everything. Can I turn this on? No. Bedtime stories. Right, let's proceed. I'm at least very glad to say that the oh, master bedroom. Why is there no door? The music box playing is actually very relaxing. Is that a sheep? Ah, that's a... no, that's not a sheep, that's a ram. More Bibles. Nothing important here. That bed looks very comfortable. Why is there no door? Does this thing run on batteries? I'm really curious to know. Yes. Ooh. Very nice. Red and black. Probably the best, one of the like most favored color combinations ever. Is it raining? I saw something run down there. Something ran down there. Painting. I can't make out what it's trying to depict. The red, there's a is that a burning town in the distance? It's a destroyed building. A very negative feel I'm getting from it. Fireplace is burning? Looks like a normal family, spending time in their own homes. The homeless, the poor. Was there some form of, I wouldn't say party, but there's religious people in the background, noticeable by the black clothing. It's a typical religious nun, I'd say. A man buried alive? That's very disturbing. He's reaching out. Does he want help? Or is he trying to hide from something? Oh, is that a gun? I wish I'd be able to pick that up. Very picturesque. Very relaxing. piano is playing on its own. That happened in the Dark Descent too. Various scripts and texts. This looks Egyptian. Reference to the Dark Descent, where he found the shards of the orb in some tomb in the Middle Eastern parts. Pasture? Ooh. A picture of the human anatomy. Very grotesque, but also necessary. I reckon these things were popular back in the day. Sorry, I'm an artist. I have a wide artist mind about these things. I like to try to picture what is going on. In this entire painting, the only thing that stands out to me is this man in a red coat, right in the lower middle. That man stands out to me out of everything. Why? I'm not yeah. Red is the color you always notice. It's the only guy that stands out. Is it a soldier? If this is England, that would be a soldier, because the soldiers in this time always had red coats, red shirts. Alright then. I bet everyone would try to walk up to this and try to pick it up. But no, of course not. This game is all about running, not fighting. Ooh, cards. Yeah, so I know I'll have to leave that alone. No comment. She looks happy. She's holding a knife in her lap. Looks like a baby. There is a baby foot in a pot. And the knife is red. That is also rather disturbing. This reminds me, I read a text once, a book written by some man in the old ages, you know, about solving the world hunger, the world famine, by slaughtering and cooking babies. Is this a reference to it? Because it looks almost exactly what he was trying to describe. I read that once in high school. Slaughtering babies and killing them for food and solve famine. Just because it'd be more oh! For a second I thought I was actually able to use it. Like, if I was going to be able to pick it up and shoot something. That was pure accident. Oh dear. Ooh. Can I close this? Is this a lever? I wonder what that does, but I wanna... Why is the music getting more intense?
This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, wrapped from a beating.
So they were spying on people, but why? Is this a hotel, perhaps? Maybe they tricked the inhabitants, kidnapping them, and then later used them as food to run. Is there a reason it's giving me the hint that how I should run? Is there a reason? Am I supposed to encounter something? Is the video online? No. Of course not. It's a very large area, very well lit. Not a lot of good hiding places. Well, I can at least distinguish locked doors from doors you're able to open.
This way, Papa. Come and see.
Because the doors you can't open have these odd squares on them, odd locks. The weeping room. Where once we sat to weep lilies passing, under weapons that cannot slay the angels to retrieve her from heaven. Look beyond the paintings, Oswald. Where once you watched her bathe, the children must have discovered those secret places and taken refuge there. But they slept in the attic when they were babies in arms, and perhaps they have hidden there now. I remember I insisted upon it, midway between my bedroom and my office. The voice on the telephone. He speaks as if he knows me, and indeed I seem to remember him. Like a twin pulled away from the other at birth, I feel we are entwined. Though I cannot conceive of how, I am a drowning man, grasping for the surface within my own house. Beneath me, I know there are splendid architectures hidden in the dark, if I can only find the entrances. So are these quakes caused by the machinery, or is there an evident issue regarding earthquakes? Can't walk in any of these. Is there anything over here? Oh, notes. Daddy says we're not allowed to play with the animals anymore. We were playing hide and seek with Cook, and he came and shouted at us, just as we were going to hide behind Mr. Grumpy Teddy. Cook says it's because of the guns in there, but he always let us help polish them, so it can't be that. Anyway, that room is haunted. If you sneak around there at night, you can hear the ghosts in the wall behind the cases. They're often angry, or that's how it sounds. We think that's why you can hear them rattling their chains and slamming doors and things like that. We don't like it in there anyway. Behind the cases. Referring to people that were talking loudly behind the paintings, while they were casually observing their targets. The inhabitants. It lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg. Alright. They chopped up a person, and then everyone applauded, followed by the distinct sound of flesh being ripped from the body, and very notable sound of the bone giving resistance. Ooh.
Mandus, do you know me?
Who are you? Where are my children?
Trapped, Mandus. Far below us. The machine is found. It is breached. It is flooded. The bulkheads are down. The children are engaged. If you help me, I can help you release them. Restore the power, Mandus. Drain the flooding and restart the great engines.
How? Where should I go? Hello? Hello?
Right. And worst of all, you have to go down. Right, here's the lounge area, the bar. Just ambient noises. Just ambient noises. It would show a man's status. A man's strength over animals. Ooh, that is creepy. Does there even exist spiders that large? Or is it a reference to Penumbra? But when? That is the question. December 20th, 1899. I am to have a visitor. The distinguished Professor A. He is come to ascertain my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club. But I'm not stupid. He's here to spy for them. When they stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. And now he comes to me, to doff and wheedle and "my dear sir," and "but you must still grieve," and "perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age." He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. But to refuse, that would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon, and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery? See whether his stomach, so trained by rummaging in the innards of clumsy vivisected whores, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of this golden age. I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks in the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. I couldn't make sense of that. But is this whole slaughtering humans for meat some form of is it like an act of revenge? Uh-oh, bedroom. Laundry baskets. There's nothing to do in here at all. Porcelain toilets must have been the best invention ever. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ooh, blood. Blood on the sledgehammer. Was there a murder here? Oh. What is that? There's something on the bed. Well, the cage is locked, thankfully, so I'm hoping that I will not have to deal with whatever that is. It doesn't even look like something, it just looks like rotten flesh. Oh, that's a lot of blood. So, more sledgehammers, more dead rats, a locked wardrobe, broom. Is this going to open? Is the door electrical powered? I need to put something there. But what? And why? Oh no. No, 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 no. You are joking. And there's a trail of blood after it. I guess I should have expected that. I'm assuming that I need to go into that room now. Right, the enemies are not man-sized, and they ran quite fast.
Hands are bleeding. Raw. Scrub and scrub, but the smell will not lift. How can I hold my children with these hands left? How can I kiss them goodnight with lips that have issued such instruction?
Oh. Schlaf, mein Kind, schlaf. Dein Herz schlägt unter meiner Hand, und ich weige dich. In diesen offenen Wunden mein, dieses Herz. Right, this... okay. Okay, I'll be honest. I went 5 years in German class, and I basically learned nothing. But for what I see here, I know the first thing says at least, sleep, my child, sleep. You're something, something under my hand, and I something you. In your something, something mine. Your something. If that actually has anything to do with the story at all. Maybe Uberman can help me about that later. I'm going to assume that this moving band, there's nothing that I'm going to assume there's nothing I need to do with this moving band at all, unless there's a very specific item I need to drop in it. On beds and bathtubs. And after the party, she took my arm and said, "But darling, however did you get from the trophy room to the guest bathroom so quickly? Everyone considers you quite the magician. My darling Lilibeth, my father's house has many rooms, and as for mine, well, it also has its secret chambers." I don't like the spider. Grizzly Bear shot June 6th, 1898. Why can't I? Oh! Ha! Oh dear. Well, what do you know? Hey, wait a minute. My journal. On basement. How did you get from the trophy room to the guest bathroom so quickly? Of course. I need to pay attention to these details more. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is not gonna be good. A machine. They look very steampunky. Looks like some sort of control room. I hear the sounds of drawing. Okay. What was this supposed? What is this supposed to do? What is that supposed to do? The thing is still running. Really, what is this supposed to do? I wish it could give me some sort of indication or a hint what it was supposed to do. I wonder how long I've been going. I don't like the sound of that. It's gonna break open, isn't it? There's another one. The roof collapsed. Not good. This means I cannot get back the way I came. Against the rising waters, planted the fingernails in the flower pots all along the river when it's dark, so the sun could hatch them. All the world is an egg, he reasoned. We will grow hands now. The door is slightly ajar. Can't get up the way I came. Very, very dark room. Cellar. I'm gonna have to guess that this is where I start getting up close and personal to these guys.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Slow coach. I like that insult. Trapped! Was it a trick? The voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well. Does it lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But I do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. Are we suspecting treachery? Another phone.
The shaking ground you feel attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, madness. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this end. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find you?
Always be Amandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnel. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Swift. Run past enemies? Is that what he's talking about? Oh, what's that? Is that something I can pick up? Maybe it's a fuse of sorts. Maybe I need it later. Knows. Chest high walls. I'm assuming I'm going to have to crouch behind these. very shortly. Very, very silent. I am anticipating attacks. Door that only can be opened through machinery use. Oh, something was supposed to run up there. I'm glad I didn't actually see it. Hopefully a good one, if I actually make it back here. If something decides to pop up. That humming decreased in pitch. Does that mean that one of the machines broke? The ticks of metal as it cools. System overload. Music is intensifying. More electrical sabotage. Another confounded fuse box. The fellow is thorough in his sabotage, if somewhat repetitive. The stench from these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. I heard some distant grunts. Okay, this is the last fuse box. Well, power of 3, like there's always 3. Does this mean that I'm going to have to undergo some sneaking measures? Oh, that door is shut. Could have brought one on my way here. This was what blocked. Why is it flickering? This is what blocked the door earlier. The enemies seem to run on 2 legs. They are about half a man size, hunched over, And they run very fast. The path is clear. It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a much larger complex. No easy route for me then. I will follow my fever, the cause of my children wherever they may lead me, as I move further into this strange empire. Well, here goes. I see something over there. Or is it just my imagination? Is that just my imagination? Or is there really something over there? There is something over there, but it's standing still. Where do I need to go? Yes, I thought that was something.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
Very assuring. Very, very assuring. A lot of broken pipes. Possibly steam. A very steam-powered age. I know the whole game design. When there is a lot of uneven.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
A dangerous work environment. Is the gas... Is the steam, or is it just some toxic thing? Now, I know game design. They will often not... the monsters will not be able to, like, go over paths that are, like... that have a lot of, height variation. When there's, like, differences in elevation, they will have a lot of trouble trying to get to you. That's what I learned. Oh, I'm back here. But where am I going? Ah, yes. Yes, of course. What the? A vault?
I told you he'd come.
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good God, man. You have been busy. It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
This looks very event causing. There's nowhere for me to run once I activate it. Ah, yes. This is I remember this from the main menu. I can't. Is this an elevator? Or, as they call it, an ascending room? Ah, I see. Decontamination chamber? Ah, decontamination chamber. I see. Maybe that wasn't steam. Maybe it really was some sort of lethal gas. Whew. Flood breach. Emergency shutdown in place. Oh, is this a map of the entire area? Woohoo! It certainly isn't little. That's the manor. The cellar, where I'm assuming that I just came through. I hear my cat going on outside my room. Some sort of butchery. Any unusual books in the collection? Another ram. The collar, the neck, the noose. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, a pinch of salt, a handful of mints. A bay leaf, a herb, a skeleton key for the nursery, and a mixin will go together. Oh boy, I wonder how long I've been going. I think I remember I began playing at 9 PM. Oh, I've been almost going on for 2 hours. Is the video online? No, of course not. It's not online. Well, I think I'm doing very well, being alone and all. I may not do the whole screamy reaction thing, as you might expect. When I get afraid, I tend to just get very quiet. Distributions clerk. I saw that. The factory offices. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex. Yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path. Yes.
I have such visions to share with thee. If my jewelry unshackled and you harvest the crust of my eyes. Make me clean, Master, that my thoughts and words can unfoul thee.
It didn't make any sense at all. Did he see another mask? I'm on the right path. Did he see something so horrible he couldn't even dare to mention it? I thought I heard a gramophone. Nothing good can come out of this. This music fits to that painting. I hope the monsters aren't attracted to sound. Is there a reason this door was ajar? This music can stop at any time. Whew, outside again. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum, derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits. And we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the lines means we can use the music to further soothe the product. We found the Buzzy particularly effective in this regard. Music lifts the soul. Warning, fueling pumps. Volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. This white wall with a red base, it gives me a hospital feel. Ooh. Car full of rotten pigs. Oh, I see a church over there in the window. The Christian cross. Locked door. Nice ambient lighting. A carriage full of dead pigs. Are these taken straight from Amnesia? Volatile chemicals in use. Truck fueling station. Fuel. Petrol. Petrol, as I believe the British call it. Locked. What if you forgot to lock the door? What if those bullets aren't in that gun? More dead pigs. An open window. Oh, I see. I thought it was some sort of weird modeling error, but it just appears it was the church. A note earlier mentioned referred to a person called the Ripper, and then another called Jack. Are we
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Does it refer to Jack the Ripper? The infamous murderer who got away? What is that? Oh, just a bunch of leaves. Looks out of place. Yes, the Industrial Revolution, all these chimneys. St. Dunstan's Church. I'm not sure salvation can help me out of this. Pumping station. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Jarham and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum. Of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. Holy orders. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main path of the facility. Given the locked doors around the fueling station, the truck blocks my way. However, as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine, and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning the crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Ooh, wheels made entirely of metal. Man, this game is making me sleepy. Which is ironic, because this game is supposed to make you not want to sleep. Boycott. Ban swine stench from our streets. Munder's factory must close. Munder's factory. Munder's factory, Munder's factory. I'm thinking about starting to call it a day for now. I don't want to rush it too fast. More dead rats. Alright. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this is so to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, rotting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets. Alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings, the air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies steeped with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage's aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we will fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage, as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. I am starting to wonder if there is some sort of if the whole machine for pigs. The whole pigs is some sort of like word they use instead of people. That is my theory as of right now. This is not a machine that slaughters pigs for meat. It's a machine that slaughters people. Well, I think this is going to wrap it up for today, or tonight really. The time is about 11 p.m. for me. I feel I've actually done very well. I am really liking the game so far. I am really curious about the story. And I like the atmosphere. I like the environment it's giving me. I'm very curious to find out more. But for now, I think I should call it a day and just see when I will do it next time. I will probably do one more tomorrow, since I'm home alone and everything. Well, there we go. See you next time. This is the Densh signing out.